What's up, YouTube? It's Paul, and it's pouring rain, so I am bringing all of my equipment into the front door. You could see I've got my Hush Tone vacuum, brand new. Got my shoes off because I'm wearing my white house shoes today. And got my work sprayer, got my magic bullet. Oh yeah, for spots, which I'll show you. And I'm going to be using the machine of choice, the Auric Orbiter, because I'm only doing 2 small rooms. Surprisingly, I've done 2 jobs before this, and the only thing I've used is the Orbiter. I haven't had a chance to try out my new Orbot Vibe yet, so I am waiting for some Glad pads to arrive for that. And so I look forward to showing some video on that and some footage. But in the meantime, let's check out the Auric Orbiter. It can be done. This room, they're doing some drywall and paint repair or something. And so she's paying the minimum for the 2 rooms. And they ended up putting stuff, covered the carpet. So she's like, well, just roll it back and do the best you can. So that's what I'm doing. And then this is the second room. Now keep an eye, focal point, look at these spots all over the place. Little pet urine spots, something else going on here, maybe a little poo-poo, a little more pet urine. No odors. So I will first do the first step, which will be pre-vacuum thoroughly with the commercial vacuum. Got my grooming brush waiting for me there. At the very end, we'll put some luscious triangles down. Oh, yeah. And I'm just using the same cord that I used for the Auric. Let's go. What's that, Paul? Oh, no power. Oh, yeah. First, I thought it might be the Hush Tone. So some of these homes, not sure why, but the upper one runs off of a switch sometimes. The bottom one's usually hot. So let's see what happens. All right. Let me get this vacuum to keep an eye on all the spots while I'm vacuuming, and we'll clean them up. I'll see you further along in the video. Hoover Hush Tone, baby. Gotta love that vacuum. All right, so I did use a little bit of my magic bullet on some of these spots so they may look darker. I'm going to, so I just applied it directly, and then I'm gonna put my pre-spray down, which is of course the Green Dragon. I did mix it a little bit heavier. I mixed it at 3 ounces per gallon. And I filled it to the 3-gallon mark. I'm gonna lay it down pretty liberally, and then I am gonna go over it an additional time with a dry pad. And what I'm going to do today is use the green brush, just because I want some digging action. I need to get down deep to where all that soil is, and I'll show you the chemical that she used. I don't think it's a bad chemical. It's actually got a polymer in it, but it did leave a little bit of a residue. Excuse me. Listen to the sounds of that well-tuned, finely maintained Auric orbiter. If you're having rattling sounds and your machine sounds like it's about ready to go in the garbage can, then you need to hit me up and I'll tell you exactly what to do. Basically, in a nutshell, it's the two little metal plates that go right underneath if you flip the machine over. It kind of holds and supports the handle mechanism, and it doesn't go all the way across. It's based on pressure. So when you put that down, you need to make sure you have the flat side of the handle up, tighten it all the way down, and then as you move the handle up, it puts pressure and flexes that little piece of metal, that bracket, down tight. And sometimes they loosen up, or the little plastic gasket in there's a little piece of plastic under it, will get wore out, and you'll get this vibrating or clicking sound. I think it occurs mostly because we use the Auric for stairs. And when you're doing the stairs, you're tilting and kind of bumping along the bullnose, and that kind of loosens it up, or it does damage to the plastic filter thing in there. You'll see. But anyway, if you have any problems, just hit me up in the comments. I'll try and explain it, or I'll do another video. I think I've done one before. And actually what I've done is I flipped the metal over. I don't even use the plastic. I put the plastic on the outside, and I just go metal on metal. That way I can tighten it all the way down, and it gives you the luxurious sounds of the smooth operating Auric orbiter. Oh man, it should be a sin to have so much fun doing the work you love, right? But anyway, I am glad that I'm able to make a video today. And even though I didn't get a chance to use my bigger machine, you know me, I do like the Auric orbiter and the Green Dragon, the Glad pads, the Magic Bullet. It all just makes the Auric orbiter one step up above normal. So keep that in mind, use the right products, and take your time. I decided to run this video on real time so you can actually see. I'm not rushing through the job. I'm scrubbing, shampooing, bubbling, hubbling, chubbling all over these carpets with this green brush. And then we'll extract with Glad pads. Same Glad pads you saw in the video I did earlier before I left for work, explaining how fiber damage can occur. And funny, because this is a off-white carpet. It does have a little bit of distortion and discoloration in some of the areas, but the good thing is it is all nylon. There's no polypropylene, no polyester, no olefin, whatever. It's no plastic bottles shredded up and turned into carpet. It is actual nylon, so it's resilient. It'll bounce back up, which is fantastic. And you can see the brush is pulling those fibers up to the surface, as well as agitating or pre-shampooing the Green Dragon and the Magic Bullet into and around, orbiting through the fibers, so we can have the best opportunity of removing that. Look at that. We'll scrub that right out here in a minute. And again, we're using crystallization, encapsulation process. Everything will dry down to a crystal powder, zero residue. And so if you don't know anything about how the polymers work or how the crystallization works, I think I have a link to Vacaway They have a really good explanation. I found that the other day, so I saved the link. And it's really good at explaining how it works and how there's zero residue. So if you want that, let me know in the comments. I will tell you, I am extremely busy, so I try to look at all my comments. From time to time, I do get behind, so don't get excited if you left me a message or a comment and I don't reply to it. If you have a question, I still love you. You know I love you. So don't panic. I know when I watch YouTube channels and I'll ask a question to someone and then they don't reply. I'm like, oh wow, I wonder what I did, or what's the problem here? Maybe I worded my question wrong. But no, that's never the case with me. And those times that happened to me, I would see that the person was answering the comments around and in between my comments, so I know they saw mine. I'm just wondering why they didn't answer. But I don't want any of my followers or commenters, subscribers to feel that way. Also, on that same note, the program, I've been trying to get a hold of YouTube to find out, maybe I have a setting on weird, but sometimes I don't see comments. It'll say the comment was made 3 days ago, and I'm like, wait a minute, I've already gone through my comments. So fear not, if you ever don't get an answer to the comment, you're welcome to send me an email. My email is very simple, WashingtonProCarpetCleaning@gmail.com. No spaces, no lines, just WashingtonProCarpetCleaning@gmail.com. So again, bear with me though if I don't answer right away. I am busy, but you're valuable to me, and I do want to answer your questions. Just don't give me a whole book. Ask me one question at a time. If you slam out a 10-page email, you might not get a reply. And you'll know why. Not because I hate you, but because holy smokes, Polly wants to get home and upload a video, throw my feet up, relax. And today is Thursday, so I'm looking forward to Thursday night football. Oh yeah. I think it's the Green Bay Packers against the Kansas City Chiefs, if I'm not mistaken. And I know Aaron Rodgers had COVID, so I'm not sure if he's going to be playing. I hope so. I think it'd be great because him and Patrick Mahomes are like the spokespersons for State Farm. So it's funny, you'll have two of the State Farm guys head to head, and I'm just wondering if they play. Look at those results. Dang, Polly. Look at that. Mocha cappuccino, bada boom, bada boom. Look at this. Oh, yeah. Now we're going to glad pat him. But anyway, I was saying, I'm just curious to see if they play the commercials. Who gets more exposure, if the Aaron Rodgers does or if Patrick Mahomes does. So that'll be awesome to see. And if you guys are watching football, enjoy. If you're not, just click on channel, click on play all, watch all my episodes. Let's get to know one another. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Every now and then, oh gosh, Polly C gets on a bend here. And no, I'm not drinking, trust me. If you think that, or any other type of stimulant. The only thing I am doing is I just finished a Rockstar, but I get those lemon recovery Rockstars with no carbonation. And I think they're a milder, I think it's 160 milligrams of caffeine, not like 360 or 380 like most Rockstars or Monsters. I'm caffeine sensitive, and I do like to enjoy a cup of coffee in the morning, and then I like to get an energy drink at the end of my day so that I'm fired up. I can get home, get any tasks I got to get done around the house. And so if that's causing me to be tickled here, maybe it's the Rockstar. Get yourself some Rockstar recoveries, baby. Look at these results. So what I've done is I've pre-scrubbed everything. Well, first we professionally vacuumed. Second, we pre-spotted the spots that were visible with Magic Bullet. And then we pre-sprayed the entire rooms. Pre-sprayed it liberally, meaning a little heavier than normal because I'm going to double pad it. And then we shampooed it or agitated with the green brush. And if you use a green brush on your Auric Orbiter, make sure you run it for about 10 minutes on concrete and just run the hose, wet concrete near it, and break it in if you buy it brand new, because it's a little rough. It'll tear the carpet fibers up. Mine has been used over and over and over, so it's definitely conditioned. Then the next step, we took a Glad pad, bada bing, bada boom. Look at that. How could one guy have so much fun, right? I just want to go grab the customer and go, look what your boy's doing. That's what she used, Perky Spotter. I read it does have like a sodium carbonate in it, which is like a form of soda ash. And then it does have polymers in it, which is good. But you see, I used one pad in each room, completely went in, backed my way out, and then now I'm setting a third pad. I'm going to use one side on, flip it on each room and just go over. However, I did see something that I may have missed. Let's apply a little magic to the subject. Magic Bullet. I don't even know what's in this stuff. I just know that it tends to work pretty good for me. I do like the quart-sized bottles. Be sparingly with it. Some things you can pre-spray first, and then, I would pre-spray first, and then if something didn't come out, like what happened here, go back over with your Magic Bullet. It's not that expensive, but why waste it, right? If it was going to come out with the Green Dragon anyway. 99% of everything comes out with Green Dragon. Take the time, take a look at that. Cleans filtration lines, ink mystery spots. Woohoo! What is a mystery spot, you might say? I don't know, but I never put my fingers in it. I see some carpet guys with no gloves touching crap on the carpet, and oh my gosh, my wife would read me the riot act if I did that and she saw my video. So I'm not saying I haven't done it. I'm guilty. I've done it before, but not something that was a mystery spot. You don't know what it is. If it looks like a piece of gum or something and I know what it is, sometimes I'll see how hard it is in there and I know I should wear a glove. I'll get better at it. You saw your boy throw those house shoes on today. Those are my white $10 Crocs. They're Walmart knockoffs. And if you watched the previous video when I just got tired of putting those shoe covers on, bending and taking them on and off. So I went to Walmart and I picked up that pair of white Crocs so I could just take my shoes off. First bring everything to the door, then switch shoes. So that way I have house shoes. But turns out they are female house shoes. They're not male shoes. They're size 11, but it's a female shoe. I wear an 11 and they fit perfect anyway. So in case you want to get yourself a pair of house shoes and make it easy on yourself, go to Walmart. I don't know if it's being wintertime. I don't know if they still have them, but any pair of easy slip-on and offs. I do like the band around the back of my ankle. I tried them with the band forward like slippers, and oh gosh, that's dangerous in our line of work. Coming down the stairs, one flips off like a flip-flop, and then next thing you know, bada boom, bada bang, Polly C is in the hospital. Oh, please heavens no. I am going to go over this multi-directions. There is some wear in this area, and you can see some of the actually imprinting. If you were looking over my shoulder, you'll see when I comb it or brush it and groom it, it will be fantastic. But that's why I like to groom it. If you just left it like this, you're kind of flattening it out. You're going to see those indentions and imperfections in the fiber. So by brushing it, you can see if you missed anything, as well as get that nice aesthetic set of triangles. And here I'm just slowly moving. Like I said, this is a long video, guys. I apologize. I usually speed this stuff up, but I can't remember who it was. Somebody asked me, and I know that when I look at the analytics, the most view time or the most viewed videos happen about 12 minutes or less. So whenever I try to post a longer video, I still get the views. I'll get 400, 500, 600 views, but it'll show that it was only viewed for 8 minutes. So it's a 26-minute video, and that means that people kind of sped through it. And that's okay too. Hey, I know you got things to do. I do it too, so whatever. But this one I wanted to go ahead and play for the full length regular speed. I don't do that. I probably won't do that again for a while. So I hope you do enjoy. Sorry for all the talking. I know some people like to see just the work, kind of like ASMR, listen to the sounds of the auric orbiter. But you got a better option. You can listen to the smooth sounds of your DJ and host, Polly C, coming at you live. Oh man, I signed up for the wrong work, huh? I should be in radio. Although radio's kind of found its way out the back door. All the new technology, everything's online. And maybe a podcast. Look at Joe Rogan. Oh my gosh. And some of these other podcasters making a ton of money and making a living just off podcasting. Whew, crazy. But anyway, I like what I do. I like carpet cleaning. And this method that I'm doing today is not rocket science. I do have more expensive machines. I've had truck mounts, I've had portables. I can have whatever I want at this game in my career, and I choose to use the machines for VLM, and I'm not afraid to use the auric orbiter. I know some people, I get a lot of flack sometimes. They're like, oh, it doesn't look professional. I don't care what it looks like. Where do you see the results? And it's the auric, it is the XL Pro, so it's the 3/4 horse motor. And again, I'm not spraying down laundry soap and ammonia and using the auric orbiter. And back in the days, I was practicing with washcloths. I don't do that anymore. You live, you learn, you get better. And that's what my channel is trying to put out there, to help people. You don't have to go through the learning curve I did. I'm grateful for the learning curve, don't get me wrong, because I was new to VLM. I only knew steam cleaning, truck mount portable, and I thought this method, every time I saw it, I said, oh yeah, that's carpet shampooing. They did that in the 70s. Hell no, Polly C is not gonna shampoo someone's carpet, swirl the dirt around, leave a nasty residue. Nope, not me. Until I realized as we went along, I did start with a neutral pH cleaner. I did use all the wrong stuff. Not really wrong stuff. If you're a do-it-yourselfer and you're working from home, do whatever you want. Experiment. That's the fun in it. You're not trying to be a professional. You want to get results. And if you use a neutral pH cleaner like Fabuloso or something, and some good pads, or even the pad, the two-way pad that comes with your auric, you'll be okay. Just if you want to progress and you want to present yourself as a professional and get into somebody's home, you're going to want to use, either the Ironman pads, Glad pads, some type of a microfiber scrubbing pad from time to time, or the green brush. The black brush is okay. I'm not pushing anything on anybody, but I will tell, every time a new person asks me, I say Green Dragon. Why do I say Green Dragon? Because Green Dragon does a phenomenal job. It's safe on all fabrics, including wool. So there's no guesswork. You just throw that in your truck, get you a sprayer, and you don't have to do a burn test to see if this is wool carpet, because you'll smell it when you start going. But you'll see you won't have to worry about it because you got a wool safe product, safe on everything, carpets, tile, upholstery, linoleum. You can use it for everything. Look at that policy. Anyway, but you could do it yourself any way you want. But if you want to get into business and you want to start out on the low end, you get yourself an Auric Orbiter. Try to get a used one to back up the new one so you have a backup in case something happens. This is just a typical soft bristle deck brush, and I use it to groom. I have an extended painter's pole because I like to extend it out about 9 feet, stand at the back with leverage, and throw down some 10-foot triangles, which I'm not doing here, but I need a hand to film. So anyway, there you go. You'll see in just a moment the results. Auric Orbiter, Encapstore's got everything you need. Link in the description. Be a pro. Look at that. How could you not walk away from this job just, absolutely excited? I've said it before. I gotta sit on my hands to keep from clapping. Holy smokes. That is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I couldn't have done it any better with my truck mount. Neither could you. So give me a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, please consider doing so. This is where all the noise was. What a beautiful puppy. She's been good. She looks almost exactly like my lab. Kind of funny. All right, I'm out. I'll see you in the next one.